I still think this is a terrible idea, said Alice. Gavin spread his mechanical wings, furled them, and spread them again. He shrugged at Alice's words and shot a glance across the deck at Susan Phipps, who set her jaw and tightened her grip on the helm. Her brass hand, the one with 6 fingers, gleamed in the afternoon sun, and a stray flicker of light caught Gavin in the face. The world slowed, shaving time into transparent slices, and for one of them, he felt trillions of photons ricochet off his skin and carry him away in rainbow directions. His mind automatically tried to calculate trajectory for them, and the numbers spun in an enticing whirlpool. He bit his lip and forced himself out of it. There were more important, more exciting issues at hand. I completely agree, Phipps said. A brass-rimmed monocle with a red lens ringed her eye. But he's the captain of the ship, and he can do as he likes, even if it's idiotic. Captains are supposed to listen to common sense, Alice replied in tart British tones. Especially when the common sense comes from someone with a decent amount of intelligence. At that, Gavin had to smile. A soft breeze spun itself across the Caspian Sea, winding across the deck of the Lady of Liberty to stir his pale blonde hair. He started to count the strands that flicked across his field of vision, noted the way each one was lifted by the teamwork of gas particles, then bit his lip again. Damn it, he was becoming more and more distractible by minutiae. More and more individual details of the world around him beckoned. The drag of the harness on his back, the creak of the airship's wooden deck, the borders of the shadow cast by her bulbous silk envelope high overhead, the sharp smell of the exhaust exuded from the generator that puffed and purred on the decking, the gentle thrumming of the propellered nacelles that pushed the lady smoothly ahead, the shifting frequency of the blue light reflected by the Caspian Sea gliding past only a few yards beneath the lady's hull. Sometimes the world seemed like a jigsaw puzzle of exquisite jewels, and he needed to examine each piece in exacting detail. Gavin! Alice's worried voice came to him from far away, and it yanked him back to the ship. Are you there? Damn it. He forced the grin back to full power. Yeah, sure. Look, I'll be fine. Everything will work. I've been over the machinery 1,000 times, and I've made no mistakes. Of course not. Alice's expression was tight. Clockworkers never make mistakes with their inventions. Gavin's grin faltered again, and he shifted within the harness. She was worried about him, and that both thrilled and shamed him. It was difficult to stand next to her and not touch her, even to brush against her. Just looking at her made him want to sweep her into his arms, something she allowed him to do only sporadically. Alice, will you marry me? He blurted out. She blinked at him. What? Will you marry me? Words poured out of him. I started to ask you back in Kiev, but we got interrupted, and what with one thing and another, I never got the chance to ask again. And now there's a small chance I'll be dead, or at least seriously wounded in the next 10 minutes, so I want to know, will you marry me? Oh, good Lord, Phipps muttered from the helm.